Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're heading over to Okinawa, Japan. Not just for the scenery, though that's great, but really for wow, the incredible longevity of the people there.
Exactly. And a key part of that seems to be this concept they have called Ikigai.
Ikigai.
Ah,
Yeah, that's what we're diving into. We've been reading Ikigai, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life by Francesc Miralles and Hector Garcia.
it's a great book, really digs into this philosophy. It's, more than just having a good morning routine. It's about finding where things connect.
Connect, how so? The book presents it visually almost.
Yeah, like a Venn diagram. It's the intersection, the sweet spot of four key areas in your life.
Okay, let's break those down. So first circle is what you love. Your
Okay.
passions, right? The stuff that gets you excited.
Things you do just for the joy of it, where you lose track of time.
Totally. Then there's what the world needs, so that's more like a mission.
Yeah, your sense of contributing something bigger than just yourself, making a difference, maybe.
Okay, so passion plus
Yeah.
contribution. What's the third?
The third is what you are good at, your skills, your talents, things you naturally excel at, your profession, perhaps.
Right, where you feel competent. And the last piece.
That would be what you can be paid for, your vocation, how you sustain yourself.
Got it. Love, needs, skills, payment.
And Ikigai, according to the book, is right there in the middle, where all four overlap. That's the goal, sort of.
So our mission for this deep dive, then, is to really get a handle on this. Understand how these four things weave together, and maybe see what it offers us.
Yeah, how it might enrich our own lives. It feels practical somehow.
It does. And the book connects this feeling of purpose, this ikigai, directly to, well, living longer and healthier lives in Okinawa.
Definitely. It highlights some really concrete aspects of their lifestyle that seem to support this.
Okay, let's get into those practical bits. Retirement, for example. The book says it's different there.
Yeah, the idea of just stopping work completely isn't as common. It's more about staying active, staying engaged.
Engaged how, though? Is it always formal work? Or
Yeah. It can be anything, really. Hobbies, community stuff, maybe some part-time work. The point is having that reason to keep going, that sense of purpose.
Right, that purpose again.
Hmm.
What else? There was something about eating.
Hara Hachibu.
Yeah.
Yes, eating until you're about 80% full.
80%. That sounds mindful.
It is. Just a simple habit, but potentially quite powerful for, health.
And community. You mentioned community involvement. How does that fit in?
Oh, hugely important. The book stresses these strong social connections, that
Yeah.
sense of belonging, mutual support. It's vital.
Uh-huh. And that could feed into the what the world needs part, or even what you love.
Absolutely. Contributing to your community, sharing activities with friends, that definitely hits those circles. It builds resilience, too.
Makes sense.
That's
What about that feeling of losing yourself in an activity flow?
Yes, finding flow, that state of being completely absorbed. The book suggests finding it even in mundane, everyday tasks.
How? By just like paying more attention.
Pretty much. Really focusing on the task at hand, being present. It connects to finding joy in the process, which relates back to, what you love or what you're good at.
Okay. And there was another Japanese term, wabi.
Wabi-sabi, yeah. Finding beauty in imperfection, in things being impermanent.
That feels quite profound, especially when we often feel pressured to be perfect, right?
Right.
Particularly with the what you're good at part.
Exactly. Wabi-sabi is like permission to be okay with things not being flawless, appreciating the natural state of things. It can really take the pressure off.
I like that. And finally, they mentioned simple stuff too.
Yeah, just gentle exercise, walking, gardening, and spending time in nature. Basic well-being boosters.
So putting it all together, Ikigai isn't necessarily about finding one single huge dramatic life purpose.
No, not really. The book paints it more as finding meaning and joy in the everyday, in the small things, the connections, the activities, appreciating the present.
Finding your personal reasons for living day by day.
Precisely. And the suggestion is that having that sense of purpose, that ikigai, whatever it looks like for you, is strongly linked to a longer, healthier, happier life based on what they saw in Okinawa.
It really gives you something to think about.
Yeah.
So maybe for everyone listening, a takeaway question could be, what little things genuinely bring you joy? What makes your day feel like it mattered, even in a small way?
Yeah. Where do you find those little sparks?
Maybe that's the starting point for figuring out your own Ikigai. Definitely
Oh.
food for thought. Thanks for this deep dive.